we have the Dolphins versus the Chiefs. This game was not shocking by the smallest sense of the word. I mean, the Dolphins have, I've been saying it all year. I'm pretty sure we've all seen this all year. They haven't beat anybody with a winning record. You know, they're sitting up there bullying teams that aren't great, you know, aren't even good. You know, they caught that Broncos team at a low point and they put up 70 points on them unnecessarily. You know, the one team that they did beat that was a winning team was the Cowboys. And yes, a win is a win, but they barely did that, beating them 22-20, you know. But when they played teams with winning records, two of the games they got punched in the mouth, and two other games they lost by 7 points. So, am I shocked that the South Florida team, you know, great weather, going up to Arrowhead, getting punched in the mouth? Am I surprised? No. You know, Pat Mahomes is a playoff quarterback. And you're coming into -6 degree weather where it feels like -23. And you think you guys, they should have been there weeks earlier. I don't know when they got there, but they should have got acclimated. You could tell they weren't. You know, the Chiefs still got catching problems, as we saw tonight. You know, but you know, Rice had a good game, and the second string tight end, thank God, stepped up in Travis Kelce's, I'm not going to say absence, but it felt like he wasn't even there at times with the drops that he had. The Dolphins just, you know, it got to a point where they got desperate and they just were doing anything, just hoping for a spark, you know, just trying some of the weirdest plays at the weirdest moments. Is like, what is going on? I'm seeing them just forcing the ball to Tyreek Hill. It's two guys on the left and the right of him, and they throwing it in a double coverage. And I mean, it gets like that when everything that you're trying is not working. And that's not to discredit the Chiefs defense, because they are a top 10 defense. And they showed that. And they already done beat the Dolphins earlier this year in Germany. So, I'm not shocked. I knew the Chiefs would win. I knew the Dolphins aren't who they think they are. Yeah, they got all these stats, and Raheem Mostert leading the league in rushing touchdowns, and Tyreek Hill almost breaking receiving yard records, and Tua Tagovailoa just got all the great stats. But the stat that matters the most is the win column. And they had the wins against lesser opponents. Yeah, they did. They had the wins against lesser opponents. But as far as substantial talented teams, no. Not at all. These guys, and granted, they did have over 25 sacks worth of players not in the game. Bradley Chubb, Xavier Howard, he's not the sack guy, but you know, they had a decent amount of their defense sidelined. But I don't think that was the determining factor, because they couldn't move the ball. Nothing was working, you know. And Pat Mahomes, he had some. They could have been beating them by 35, probably before halftime. But Pat had to find his rhythm, you know. They came out there and just disrespected him, going for fourth downs and things of that nature, in inopportune moments where it was like, you know, They're on their way home. Great job, Chiefs. I don't have much to say about this game because it's no surprise to me. Them guys just couldn't get off. Coming to Arrowhead where it's freezing cold, and the Chiefs did what they were supposed to do. I mean, like, subscribe, comment below. Let me know what you thought of the game, what you think of my comments. Subscribe. You know, all the YouTube stuff, man. You gotta feel this. You know what I mean? Shit, hey, I'm out, man.